This is a 2024 Kia Soul LX in Fusion Black. Now, this in particular, like I said, it is an LX. So, a lot of people, they'll review, and me, myself included, you'll get SX Prestige, top-of-the-line trims. But this guy, I want to show you what on a base model Soul you're getting, because you might be surprised with what's inside. There's a lot this Soul has to offer. Couple things you probably should know right off the bat. 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. This thing's getting an average mile per gallon of about 30. And at an MSRP of around 22, 23, this car is hard to beat. Now, you may have seen one or two of my TikToks if you go follow me over on TikTok. One of the things that this car super well excels at is cargo room. In this car, for the price, you're getting the best cubic inch per dollar out of any new car in this price category from any of the top automakers. Now, you might not think about that, but when you look at like the Hyundai Venue, when you look at the Ford Escape, now the Ford Escape will have more space, but it also costs almost $10,000 more. Ford doesn't really have a comparable offering. I'm going to throw my little graph up here if I can find it again, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That this car has ridiculous cargo room. Now, that's just off of this, right? You put all your groceries in here, that's great. When you put the seats down, which you do by just flipping this guy, push it down. Same thing with this one. You get even more room. Now, that one's not folding flat because I have that passenger seat all the way back. But tons of space back here for all your groceries, all your different things. You fit a lot in these seats. And you want to pull them up, we just grab them and set them right up. Same with this guy. Plenty of room back here. This LX does not have a power liftgate, but you do get a little handle just to throw it down. Very lightweight liftgate too. Let's go into that back seat. Give it a look back here. Start with the doors. Very nice accents on here. Even though it's an LX, you're still getting some nice premium feeling accents. I mean, obviously this is plastic, but it doesn't feel like cheap, glossy, terrible plastic. It feels pretty good. The seats in the back are nice. Probably my only complaint, and if you've been following me for a little bit or you're looking at any of my other videos, you'll know what my complaint's going to be. There's no pockets. There's no rear pockets. That makes me sad. I love pockets in the cars, and I think it's ridiculous we don't have them. It's not standard. It's a good place to put stuff. But you do get a very nice back seat here. Pretty comfortable overall. Now, if charging is something you're like, I need charging, clearly you can see we don't have charging back here. Something to think about. You want charging in the back, you have to go up a trim. But if you're just looking for something to get people to and from, you got battery banks, these back seats are pretty comfy. Moving up to the passenger side. Again, I have this guy all the way back, tons of leg room. And a pretty nice overall console in here. A nice setup. You have your vents. Same door setup. You have dual cup holders. You have your emergency brake there. Your shifter. Now, charging up front, you're pretty good. You have a USB and dual cigarette outlets or your regular 12 volts. You have a nice touchscreen here. Now, again, this is so confusing here with me. One of the things that's interesting on this car is that the LX models have wireless CarPlay, which is kind of nutty because you'd think you'd get that on higher trims. But no, on the higher trim radios, you don't get wireless CarPlay. Let's go wide here. Just to show you some of the door controls quick before we hop in. You have all your windows, you have window lock, unlock, and all of your mirror controls. As for your wheel controls, you have your phone stuff here, you have your push to talk, you have your mode selector, a custom button which is mappable, all your speed controls, lane keep assist, the whole nine. Something I absolutely hate about these, and I will not, I don't understand it. So this car, if you know, you've probably had a grandmother, grandfather, whatever, tell you this. This is one of the easiest cars to get into. So sliding into this car is super easy, but here's the problem. If the older demographic is who's going to be buying this car, the younger demographic also buy it just because it's budget friendly and it's nice. But if older demographics are going to buy the car, why put the gas lever down here where you have to reach down to get it? I don't get it. And even on top of some of the top trims, this still has it. So it's frustrating to me. I wish Kia would change that. But your little gas thing is down here. It's a lever. You pull up on it, and now your gas door opens. Kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. And even with the cars open, like, you can't just push this open either. Let's hop in the car. Again, I have to agree, this is one of the easiest cars to get in and out of. And I do love that. Overall, you're getting a very nice dash. We already kind of went over this. Let's start the car up. And let me show you something you're getting by default on the LX, which is your digital dash cluster. The LX still uses a key. So you're still getting a key. You still get all your lock, unlock, all that kind of stuff, but there's just a key here. You turn the car on. Full digital dash cluster, which let's zoom in here for you. You get your different drive modes. There's a button down by the shifter. It presses it. You got sport and normal. You have that 2-liter 4-cylinder that gives you a good amount of pep. Over here, you have the system here, your regular radio system. You still have a lot of physical buttons. It is still a touch screen. This is the older style of radio. And again, this one has wireless CarPlay, which is kind of wild to me because the higher end ones, so when you get to the EX and whatnot, you're getting a much larger screen. It encompasses almost all of this. And you're still getting it's wired CarPlay and it's wired Android Auto, which is very frustrating. Not a ton going on. It's a radio. It's a system. It looks pretty nice. Has a matte finish on it. And you can even do some climate control from in here as well. But realistically, most of that's going to be handled down here because you have your fan control, your temperature, AC on and off, recirculate, fresh air, your rear defroster, and all your vent controls as well. The Soul is a very no-frills vehicle. You know, you have mirrors, which I like. Hi there. Your mirrors there. Got your little taco holder here. Your lights, which are incandescents on this model. You also have a mirror on that one. And yeah, I mean, it's no frills. You know, it's very no frills. You know, there's not a lot going on. But for the price of the vehicle, if you're looking for something with some pep, you're looking for something that can go a little fast with plenty of cargo room, this car offers a lot. And I think you should take a look at it. If you're interested in something like this, head on down to Allentown Kia, the person who provided the dealership where this car is at. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.